This video was produced from the organization of 8 slides that will be presented. We will read what is written and the description of the images, as well as the translation of the written text into the sign language. First slide. In large letters, centralized black ink is written Global Report organized by the World Federation of Deafblind and Sense International. One line below, in centralized black ink, is written at risk of exclusion from CRPD and CDG's implementation. On the next line, with red capital letters, is written Deafblindness and Healthy People. Second slide. On the top left, in red ink centered, it says proportion of people with deafblindness who report other functional limitations. A line below, in black ink with a yellow background, is written between 20 and 75% of people with deafblindness have additional disabilities. Below is a graph. Vertically, the prevalence is written and the numbers in percentage 0%, 20%, and 100%. On the horizontal line are written names of the 8 countries that presented data: Mexico, Ireland, USA, Ghana, Sudan, Tanzania, South Africa, and Brazil. We highlight the data from Brazil that show that almost 60% of people with hearing loss have an additional disability. US data show that almost 80% of people with deafblindness have an additional disability. Third slide. In the center left in red paint, justified inside a blackboard, is written some challenges examples to accessing general health and rehabilitation service include 4 arrows pointing to phrases on the right side of the picture. The first blue arrow in black ink justified is written lack of adequacy in healthy services, particularly in terms of accessibility information and alternative forms of communication. The second blue arrow in black ink justified says cost of access to care because insurance does not always cover all expenses. The third blue arrow in black ink justified says services concentrated in cities with little viability in rural areas. The fourth blue arrow in black ink justified is written and lack of knowledge and training in deafblindness among health professionals. Fourth slide. On the left side, in justified black ink is written there is a growing body of research showing that people with deafblindness are more likely to suffer from depression and other mental health conditions than people without sensory disabilities, or just with visual or hearing disabilities. To the side, there is a color photograph of a man sitting on the third stool in a sequence of 3. It is not possible to see his physiognomy, but he is head down on one of the arms. The bottom is like a tunnel when you can see the light of the day. Fifth slide. On the left side is a color photograph of 2 men sitting on a stretcher, both with a slight body movement making them face each other. The man on the left is the doctor, wears black pants and white coat, has a stethoscope hanging from his neck, and holds a clipboard. The man on the right wears blue jeans and blue shirt. They are both talking and smiling. On the right, in justified black ink, is written many professionals, such as doctors, are unaware of the causes and specificities of deafblindness especially in children, leading to poor identification and intervention. Sixth slide. On the left side, in justified black ink, is written, in emergency situations, health professionals have no idea how to contact people with deafblindness. This means that the experience can be extremely frightening and or violent for the person who does not know what is happening. On the right, there is a color photograph of two men standing. The man on the left wears a blue shirt, suspender, red butterfly tie, and gray glasses. The man on the right is wearing a white shirt, red tie, and wearing glasses. The man on the left holds a glass cup fastened to his ear with a string that leads to another glass cup positioned in the mouth of the man on the right who is speaking. Seventh slide. On the left side, there is a color photograph of a woman with a blue coat and stethoscope hanging from her neck. She smiles. On the right, in justified red ink, is curiosity. And right after, in black ink, in Mexico, a training course was offered to nurses to support interaction with people with deafblindness. A course on basic communication system was also given to nursing students. This initiative will be replicated in the future due to the success obtained. Eighth slide. On the top in red centralized ink, it says Credits. Right below in black ink, centralized, is written Creation and editing by Fernanda Falkowski. Screenplay of the audio description by Fernanda Falkowski. Portuguese translation by Shirley Maia. Narration of Portuguese by Fernanda Falkowski. Narration of Spanish by Ximena Serpa. English translation by Josiane Maquieira. English narration by Paulo Mota. Sign language translation by Renan Antonello.